Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Honest Pod with me, Ashley McAllister.
And me, Matthew Ali.
And this is episode 56.
Yay!
So, straight up, we recorded about 20 minutes and then I realised I hadn't pressed record. So, if the next bit of the conversation sounds like it's a repeat, it's because it is. And I'm sorry.
So, Ashley, how's your week?
I'm so hungover today, man.
I'm not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
Now, we went out for our friend's birthday, like sudden birthday like night out in the Cock Tavern in Kennington.
Yes. It was
It
good,
really
wasn't it?
good. Really good.
Music was good. Boys were hot.
Really, really fit.
Yeah.
Really fit. That guy in the relationship was really, really hot.
The white t-shirt guy.
Yeah.
He was banging. God, he was really hot.
There were loads.
There was loads of good guys.
Yeah. I didn't get any of them though.
Well,
Actually, it's so rude, right? So we were talking whatever, and then I pointed out a guy and I said, "Oh, that guy's hot." And I'd forgotten how Ashley is. So when we're out on nights out, he's like no ramping. If he wants to talk to someone, he'll just go up to them, say hi, my name's Ashley, which is good. It's very old school. You know, it's not like, talking to people face to face is obviously a good thing. Before we even get a chance, and I was pointing out the guy out for me, he's like, "Hi, my name's Ashley," to the guy, and I was like, "You're a dick."
I mean,
and I was like, "Oh god, typical Ashley."
the way I remember it's slightly different.
I pointed to the guy.
The guy, first of all, the guy walked past once, and I clocked him on the way past. And then on the way back, because he was walking back into the room, you pointed him out to me, wasn't he?
Nah, he was going towards the door.
Oh, okay. The way I remember it isn't probably the same as you're remembering it, but I remember you pointing them out for me.
Why would I do that?
Because you're a very good friend.
No, I wouldn't do that at all.
And you know I have low self-esteem. You were approached by many guys last night.
No, that's not true. 3 people, all of whom I was way out their league. And it's just always like, the dregs.
Well, I wasn't approached by anyone.
Because you don't get a chance. Like, before they even look at you, you're jumping on them and just being like, "Hey, hey.
Hello.
So,
My name's Ashley.
Hey, look at me, it's Ash." No.
I was getting the DJ booth and going like, "Hey everybody, my name is Ashley."
My name is Ashley for the hot guys.
That's not you, but you can say hello to me, you can say hello to me.
No one approached you, but you didn't go home alone, did you?
I did go home alone, thank you very much.
Oh, my bad.
Well, I didn't. I went home with my housemates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then just went to sleep and it was fine.
I literally had wine and then went to sleep.
Okay.
You're such a dick. Listen, I was very drunk, and sometimes when you're drunk, people do stuff that they can't remember the next day.
You actually didn't do anything that you couldn't remember the next day. Like, you went to sleep alone.
Anyway, how was your week, Matt?
My week was really good. I started to relax a little bit, which is nice. We went to see a play, which is good. And I want to talk a little bit about sort of something on that. But the week before, right, so we went to see a play this week called AfterGlow, which is in the Waterloo East Theatre at the moment. And I think I told you about it. I did the weirdest thing the week before, where I thought I'd booked the ticket. So we were supposed to see it the week before, a bunch of us, and I thought I'd booked us tickets. So I used an app to book tickets, and then I organised for us to go, and I checked online. So we go to Elephant and Castle, to another theatre, and it turns out it's not being shown at that theatre at all. It was shown there in the summer, but not now. And then we walk into the right theatre, already late, and then I was looking at my phone and I was like, "Guys, I haven't booked us any tickets." So not only did I take us to the wrong theatre, I also didn't book any tickets at all. So I was like, "How's that happened?" My mum said I've been going crazy, which I think I have because my memory's going really, really bad.
But there's also, if you Google that play London, the old address is the first one that comes up.
That's what's really strange.
Yeah.
Which I think is really bad.
Yeah, because I was trying to Google it, and that's where I was going at. And then in my head, I was like, "Are you sure we're meeting there?" And then I looked a bit more, and then I seen it was.
Yeah, it says the first one's Southwark Playhouse, which is an Elephant and Castle, and yeah, it shows that one. But it doesn't make a difference. I didn't even book the tickets. I thought I had, and even that day, to one of our friends, I was like,
"You owe me money
yet?" Yeah.
So who dropped out that you asked me then?
John, my housemate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit hurtful I wasn't on the original invite list, but sure, it's okay.
I feel no feelings.
Well,
it was a select group of people, and you were the third in line.
So 2 other people in front of me.
Yep.
Who were?
Someone I barely know and their friend who I've never met.
Oh, I feel special.
No, that's not true. It never happened. But I did book another 6 tickets. I booked 6 tickets just to see if anyone wanted to go, without actually having places to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you don't like the theatre anyway.
I love the theatre.
You literally never talk about it.
I never get a chance to go because you never ask.
Well, I always ask my mum.
Well, I'd go for your mum.
Well, the reason why I didn't bring you is because you actually like this horrible play. This play, if you want to watch something terrible, but so terrible that it's funny, go and watch AfterGlow in the Waterloo East Theatre. It is awful. Awful play. Awful.
But there is penis in it.
Yeah. Many peni. To the point where you're like, stop getting naked, please.
I'm over the penis.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't serve any plot point. It was just like, what can we do? Oh, let's just get naked and
you could have done the whole play without any nudity and it would have had the same impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was awful.
It was funny when somebody was naked, the neck started craning.
Everyone just trying to look like
and the
guy, you stand up for applause and you're like, yeah! Who's standing up?
The guy in front of me had such long hair, like high, and I couldn't see sometimes. I was like, I want to see the penis.
Yeah.
But
And one of the main actors, he sounded like Kermit the Frog, which was ridiculous. He was like, I love you. Like, it was just no emotion because it was just like terrible. Awful play. Worthwhile saying that's funny.
The thing is, I liked it because I liked the story. I think the story was good. Bit predictable, but I thought the execution on some parts were bad.
Really bad. Mm. Well, then afterwards, I was like, because I like to go and see things that are like, gay and stuff and supporting that sort of stuff. Plus the idea of like a threesome is really hot. Mm. And but I also got on like reviews. So I checked reviews and it was getting like 4.5 out of 5 and stuff and 4 out of 5. So that's pretty good. Afterwards, I was like, maybe I just completely made up in my mind and then checked reviews again. For this current run, reviews still really good. One of them said it was not great acting, but the other reviews were really good. And I was like, who was watching this? Maybe you just caught a bad night. Maybe, yeah. Maybe they were all so happy with themselves that they couldn't evoke any sadness or emotion.
Yeah, they seemed. I didn't think it was that bad.
It was awful. Awful. One of the worst.
Did you hear off Jordan? What did Jordan say?
He did say, yeah, he said the same thing as you. Like, it's pretty good, actually. And I'd said, because Jordan had to run off, because he had more work to do. And I said to my housemates, this is the kind of thing that Jordan will say, oh, actually, it's really good, and all of us don't like it. And then you obviously just keeping your mouth shut because you were embarrassed, being like, oh, God, I really like the play.
I did. We were all
yeah, and we were all like, this is terrible.
And I was like, oh, shit, I can't say I like it because I'd be like, what?
But yeah, I saw Jordan at rugby and he was like, I really liked it. I was like, of course you did. Because we went to see a play a couple of months ago called The Sun. And I thought that was also awful.
Of course, maybe you don't like theatre.
I think I'm a harsh critic because I like good acting. And I can't tolerate poor acting. And the acting was also really bad in this. And Jordan was like, he was like crying. He was like, it was just so heartfelt. And I was like, this is terrible. This is terrible. The story's terrible. The acting's terrible.
I nearly cried at that play the other night.
Imagine. That moment where he took the condom off his penis. So sad. So sad.
What part did I nearly cry at?
No, you didn't really. Did you?
No, it was, I think it was the bit, I can't say because I don't want to give away the ending, but it was near the end.
No one fucking cares. They're not going to watch this shit play. Anyway, it was terrible, but it was good. But I'm going to see now apparently as well.
Yeah.
No go.
I was just going to say I was back in Ireland for the week.
Yes. Oh yeah, no one's heard that bit.
No, we've chatted about this before, but didn't record. I was back in Ireland for the week, and I surprised my sister, and I surprised Mickey. I'm back in Ireland again next weekend.
You can say this time.
I can say this time, yeah, because everybody knows. So yeah, it was good. It was nice being back in Ireland. It was. God, I'm really starting to get hungover. I'm really starting to crash.
I call it delayed onset hangover. Like, you don't get it when you first wake up, although it sounds like you did, but then in the afternoon, it kind of just hits you.
I woke up this morning, I still think I was drunk. Because I skipped off. I went to get my haircut and I didn't shower, didn't brush my teeth.
That's disgusting. You can't. Oh no!
I know.
You don't brush your teeth.
I know. I was a tramp. Yeah. And then I got shade from the hairdresser because I stank, and he says your hair is really dry. You should use conditioner.
Do you never use conditioner?
I never use conditioner.
Oh, I use it.
You have no hair.
No, it's just my scalp. But I do. I use shampoo, conditioner, quite a nice one as well, like the Aussie brand it is. And then I use a vitamin E oil on my hair.
Oh, of course you do.
Like, we were just talking about your skincare regime and how important it is.
Yeah, I know.
Because I Ashley thinks I'm mean about his skin.
You make the one joke several times.
The one joke?
Yeah.
It's not a joke, one. It's a truth. It's a truth.
But jokes can be truthful.
Yeah. What joke do I make?
About my greasy skin.
It's fun. It's laughter between us. We laugh. Oh, how we joke. Is that anything that I have?
Well, that's right. I genuinely doesn't bother me. But anyway, I went and got some new creams this week.
I think with greasy skin, I said it before, like, you do have to invest in like really good creams and stuff for it to be like. And your skin has looking better over the past 2 days.
Yeah, you did say that, to be fair. And you didn't. Well, you did know, or did you know?
I didn't know. I didn't say that you had good skin though.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
But I said yesterday when I saw you, I thought, oh, you look quite bright today. Nice.
This is me. This is the new me.
Good.
Yeah. But Ireland was good. Yeah. I was gonna chat about this guy who messaged me, who I thought was real. Oh yeah, I was saying. So basically, this guy messaged me, and he was like, "You need to meet up with me tonight. This is Friday night. I got in. I just landed, had a cup of tea. I was sat down, put Grindr on. He messaged me, sent me some pictures. I thought he was fake because his pictures were crazy hot, and you don't get crazy hot people where I'm from. It's usually like farmers with meth habits or that type of thing.
Meth habits?
Yeah, I mean,
that must sound sexy.
Yeah, the dream is a hot farmer, but no.
I always picture like, did you ever watch Smallville?
Yeah.
That's what I always picture when you feel like gay farmers. But it's not the case.
Well, you think, no, Smallville is not what my hometown is like. No.
That's a good show though. Did you used to watch it?
I used to, I didn't like it, but I used to watch it.
Oh, I liked it.
I used to find the main girl really annoying. Lana Lerner, what was her name? I just didn't like her.
Yeah. She was a bit like whiny. I think she used to cry a lot.
Yeah, and then the blonde girl in that, it's now like she's in prison for trafficking or something.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, I didn't know
the
that.
reporter woman, the blonde.
I can't remember her, who she is. I remember Lana, whatever her name is.
Yeah. But she was caught in some big scandal last year.
Ooh.
And she was put in prison or something.
Did you ever used to watch Scandal?
Scandal? No, you watched that. I never watched it.
Yeah, with Kerry Washington in it.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. Because she's supposed to be like this really like strong, powerful woman. But she just loses her shit and cries at every moment. And I'm like, how are you so high up in like political life and you cannot control your emotions? That's like every character in there's that Shonda Rhimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always about like, strong black women and just women in general. But fuck me, man, do they scream? Have you seen How to Get Away with Murder?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you screaming all the time and crying? Stop crying.
What's her name? Alicia. No, what's her name?
Oh.
How do you get away with murder?
Not Alicia.
Elise.
Elise. Oh, what's her name? Yeah.
But she like the nostrils flare and
she does. And she always has drippy. She always has snot when she cries. I don't think she's a great actress, I think she's the same in everything.
I don't think she's a great actress.
Did she win an Oscar?
I think she did.
What's her name?
Fuck, I don't know. And I should know it because she's in The Help.
Oh, The Help is so good.
I love that film.
Have you read the book?
No.
The book's really good.
Yeah, no. I never read it. No, The Help is good. A good film. She's good in that. I love that film. Emma Stone's good in that.
Emma Stone's good in everything. Everything. Have you seen what's it called? Class A? No. A+? What is it when she's in high school?
I know what you mean. No, I've not watched it. I don't like those type of films.
Oh, I love simple films like that.
No, I don't like comedies.
High school oh, God, yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard's really good in that. She plays the main bitch.
Yeah, really good.
I love it when she gets herpes, and then the mom's all like, "Get off my porch! Cover that shit up off your face." Yeah, can't even remember what we're talking about. Oh yeah, the guy back home. So he messaged me. I thought he was fake, and he was like, "Oh, this is Friday night." He's like, "Oh, you need to come over tonight because you'll never get a chance to chat to me again." And I was like, first of all, I don't think you're real. And he's like, "Well, what can I do to prove I'm real?" I was like, "Okay, send me a picture of you with a fork." And he sent me a picture of him with a fork, and I'm like, "Okay, that's a coincidence."
No one has a picture of their phone, like of them with a fork, so you should have believed it.
Well, I'm the killer's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like he is. That could have been the perfect killer. So we.
It's so loud. No water for me.
So yeah, we keep yourself hydrated, babes.
I need to.
Yeah,
you need to as well.
I know.
Your skin needs to be hydrated, as we learned from Keels.
So the guy, anyway, we chat more. He wants me to come over, and he's like, "If you don't come over today, I'm going back to Dublin tomorrow morning, so you won't get a chance to chat to me." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'll be back at Christmas." He goes, "I'm going to Australia at Christmas. I won't be about. Genuinely, if you don't chat to me tonight, you'll never get a chance to chat to me again." And then I was like, "Wait, are you like why? I don't understand it. It seems very dramatic." And he says that he is getting back. Well, no, he said that he's seeing somebody, but it's about to get serious. And I'm like, right, okay. Well, in that case, should it even happen at all between us? This is over the course of the night. I turn my chat to my mum, turn my phone off, go down and drive around. So over the course of a couple of hours. So about 11:30, then he says, "Oh, should we video call?" And I'm like, right, we'll video call because I still don't believe it's you, even though you sent me a picture of you in a fork. And it is him, and he's banging.
So hot.
He's so hot. I've showed Matt some pictures, and yeah. And he's sitting, we're chatting, and he says, "I was like, oh, such a shame that you have to leave so early. I mean, who books to go home first thing on a Saturday morning anyway? It seems like a ridiculous idea." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. I don't know. I didn't really think it through." I'm like, right, okay. Well, I said, "Mate, like, to be honest, I'm not getting out of my bed to come home and see you. So I guess it's just the case that I'll never have to see you again." Even though that sounds really dramatic. And he's sort of like, yeah, basically, I'm married to somebody and we split up. And, I didn't say this before, but anyway, I'm married to somebody, we split up and we're getting back together. And I'm like, right. But what I said before when we recorded before is that he didn't have his picture on his profile because his parents didn't know he was gay. So I was like, so wait a minute, you're married, but your parents know you're gay. How does that work? Did they not come to the wedding? And then he was just like, silent. And he goes, "I'm really sorry."
This is on the video call?
This is on the video call. And then he said, "I'm really sorry I lied to you. I don't know why I lied. My parents do know I'm gay."
This guy is just a liar, but he doesn't know why he lies. He just obviously just lies all the time.
But lying for no reason. Like, it's not as if he's... The main lie I thought was that he wasn't going to be who he was going to be.
But he doesn't want he doesn't want it to get back to his husband that he's on this app. That's why.
Yeah, maybe. But then he gave me his number.
Yeah, but if his picture's on the app, people he might know will see him on the app and then tell his husband that he's on the app.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we didn't meet.
Did you wank over the video?
No, I didn't. I was too tired. I just landed from the airplane. Had to drive all the way up. I had to hire a car for the first time. Didn't know how to use an electric park brake thing.
Well, like a button. It's a button.
Yeah, but first of all, it took me forever to start the car. You have to push the clutch in fully to turn the key to start the car. Otherwise, it doesn't start. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was sat there for ages. I got lost in the car park, and somebody from Hertz had to come out and direct me.
Oh my goodness. They have signs.
I know.
They're all in Gaelic or something.
No. He said, "You see that big blue sign down there that has exit on it?" And I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's the exit. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was just trying to drive around and get used to the car. And I was like, we were chatting to the guy at Hertz, and he was just like, oh, something. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not the best driver, so I don't know about that. He goes, I don't know if you should tell me you're not the best driver before I give you this car. I'm like, I passed my test with only 3 minors, and one of them didn't really count. So I'm fine.
Do you think you're a bad driver?
I'm a terrible driver.
Oh, why?
I'm not a terrible driver. I'm a good driver. I'm just a nervous driver.
Even now? I guess you only passed, when? A couple of years?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Oh.
It'll be 2 years in February, yeah. But I'm a good driver when it's just me. Do you know what I mean? That being said, the car I had was so cool. But if you go over a line on the road, it would beep and tell you that you're on the line.
Oh, shh. Shut up, car.
but I was like, beep, 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 beep. I was like, oh, shit. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, shit.
On the motorway, I do it a lot, so I'm like...
Oh, okay. Is that normal then? Because I...
100%. For me, it is.
Yeah, I'm always waiting.
Yeah, especially because, like, the roads here are different like the ones in America, I think. And I say here, I don't know if it's the same in Northern Ireland. But in America, like, interstates, big highways, they're, like, dead straight.
Yeah.
The roads. Whereas here, I think everything's got a slight curve to it.
Everything does, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's easier to do it because you constantly got, keep the wheel tilted to one side.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's easier to go over.
Yeah, okay.
On one side.
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's very rare you get a straight road.
No, the ones in America are mad. So when we were doing our road trip after Nashville, it was like a 7-hour drive from Memphis to New Orleans. So that's quite a long drive. And then you're on the interstate, the I roads, and they're just dead straight to the point where I'm driving down it, right? So bored. I literally almost fell asleep. The car's got auto drive. The roads are so straight that I'm literally like losing focus.
Oh.
Yeah, so those little bends I think are quite good because they keep you engaged the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like nervous, but you can easily, if the car's driving itself and the road is completely straight, I'm just like, my feet are on the floor. Because you can set it for how many miles per hour you want it to go.
That's
so you
pretty
set it
cool.
for 70 miles an hour, and then it just drives.
Oh.
You just sit in the car.
Play games.
You could do.
Yeah.
Or die. Yeah.
Sounds like a high-risk game. But, yeah. Ireland was good. Killer. Clearly a killer.
So you'll never see him again?
No, I might... Well, don't know.
You're in Dublin this weekend, isn't it?
I am in Dublin this weekend. I did tell him that. And I might message him when I'm there to say, I'm in Dublin this weekend. But he's still genuinely... Like, whenever we hung up the video call, I said, mate, really sorry I can't come over tonight. But like I said, Dublin in 2 weeks, and you have my number, so feel free to reach out anytime you want. Because you're banging.
Do you know what's so annoying, right, today?
What?
You know the American?
Yes. Is he in town?
No.
Oh.
But we spoke last time, so I told you, like, I quite like him.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, not sure what to do about it. We had a conversation. In the end, we said, he said he's into me and stuff, but we're not going to expect anything. So I said, the only thing I do want really is you just to let me know when you're here, because sometimes I feel like I'm chasing.
Mm.
And then a couple of weeks ago, like, I must have messaged him just before I went to America and stuff. And then I messaged him yesterday, being like, oh, hey, how are you? And he said, oh, hey, it's been a while. I miss you, whatever. And I was like, but have you got any trips coming up? And he's like, well, you haven't spoken to me in like 6 weeks or whatever, but I was here at the beginning of November. And he's like, I told you I was going to be at the beginning of November. And I was like, but you never gave me any dates. And I was like, hold on. He came here. I don't think it's him. And for some reason that was related to yours, but it's not really.
Just another way of you making every story about you.
Yeah.
I liked it.
But it's just a bit upsetting,
Yeah.
I do like him.
Sometimes life's like that, though.
Yeah, it's just weird, though. Because I'm trying to play it cool or whatever a little bit, because like I do like him and stuff. And I don't know, I'm not very good at being like coy or like, nonchalant about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not going to message him loads, because I don't want to get too caught up in it, because there's no like possibility of anything,
Yeah.
And he's always like really shit at messaging. So then, when you feel like you're constantly chasing.
I hate when people are shit messaging.
Yeah. And then he says I was here in November, and I was like, that's bullshit.
Ask him when he's next over.
I did today.
What did he say?
Nothing. He hasn't responded.
Well, he's west. Where's he? He's
San Francisco.
Yeah, so he's not long up. To be fair, it's 10 o'clock in the morning now.
How do you know that?
It's 10. There's 8 hours behind us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he must have been messaging. Message this morning must have been from the night before.
Mm.
Okay. Still.
He might still be. He might be out.
Just annoying.
Men are annoying. That's why I'm going to go straight.
Girls, no, bitches be cray.
Yes.
That's one thing I'll say. Man, I had a good story about that. But I can't remember.
Okay. Well, let's jump into some issues.
Okay.
Cool. I'll go first because mine will be super short. So this is related to. It's not a story. It's not a topic. It's a story. So when I was back home in Ireland, I was chatting to a friend, I don't want to give away too many details because I know the guy listens and I didn't really ask permission to talk about it, but I want to talk about this.
That's a Matt flex. I got told off just the sidetrack.
About the thing
my
last week.
housemate.
He showed me last night.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh god.
And he was just like, he goes, "You guys," and I'm like, "Oh." And I said, to be honest, I was surprised it was that way.
Oh, you're trying to keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, I'm not his type at all.
Oh no, not at all, not at all.
But yeah, no, you did say last night.
He said
It's just you're in the queue, and I was like, "There he is!" And then we looked at it, and I waved at the window. Do you at the queue? Do you remember?
Yeah. And do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember me waving at you? Yes, I did.
Well, you don't remember singing "Love on Top"?
I was drunk then. That was like 5 hours later, or whatever it is.
Oh, baby, it's you. We had all the notes.
I know.
You're the one I want. Oh, see, that's a story. So
We'll keep this on brief.
I'm so tired. I'm delirious. Yeah, so I didn't ask permission, and I won't give away any personal details, but essentially I want to highlight something that I am going to call casual homophobia.
Okay.
Or passive homophobia. I'll get to the point.
Yeah.
I'll get to the story. So essentially, one of our listeners and one of my friends from home he's gay, he's been out for a while, family know. I don't know the ins and outs of the whole relationship, so I'm going to take it on what I've understood, but I don't think some of his family are as accepting of the gay lifestyle that apparently he has now chosen to have, versus...
If they knew his lifestyle, they would know it's not gay, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Barely gay.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
No, well, you are not living... You need to add more rainbows, more glitter.
He needs more rainbows, no more glitter. Otherwise, yeah.
I'm going to end in my tiara.
We get him a little fan.
Yes.
I stole one last night from the club. I think they're free. I don't think I stole it. They were free, but
Oh, they're going to get fans.
Well, it was by the cloakroom and I just took one.
I almost stole someone's coat, did I tell you?
No.
Yesterday.
No.
So I went, because they said the cloakroom was full, so I went to go, I put my coat somewhere.
Yeah.
Went back, it wasn't there.
Uh-oh.
I was like, fuck's sake. So I was like, it's cold outside. So I picked up a random coat and put it on because I was like, I need a coat.
Mm.
I was outside and someone goes, excuse me. I think you're wearing my coat. I was like, oh, I thought it was mine. And I was like, oh, sorry, so I took it off. Give it. He was so nice. I was like, yeah, things look alike or whatever. And I was like, no, I knew exactly what I was doing. I should have just been like, no, man.
Did you check the pockets?
Huh?
Did you check the pockets?
If there was anything in it, I wouldn't have stolen the stuff that was in it. I feel like that's crossing a line.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'm so glad you have the boundaries.
But then I went inside and then I found it on the bar, my coat.
Oh, somebody must have moved it and picked it up and put it in the bar.
Yeah, they thought it was theirs or something. Yeah.
Was it the end of the night?
Yeah, right at the end.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Anyway.
I can't believe you had to walk off somebody else's coat. What was your plan? What was your plan to give?
I should have walked off though because I was standing outside for at least 15 minutes while everyone was saying goodbye.
And was this coat nicer than yours?
Yeah.
Oh man, you should have ran.
I should have just left.
And it fitted okay?
It was a little bit larger. It was a little bit.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I would have taken it for sure.
You would just go through through a selection of no, I don't want that one. No, I don't want that one. This one looks about right.
Yeah.
Put it on and go.
That's bad karma though, but at least they got it back and yeah, no, I got mine. So
excuse me, I think you're wearing my coat. Nah, boy, it's mine.
Wait, go away from me.
Anyway, so I don't even know how we.
I've definitely done that before though.
Stolen somebody else's stuff.
I'm not as cold. I need to take a coat. When I'm drunk, I'm just like, okay, I need to put this coat on.
Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, go back to the story because we want to keep it short. So they're having this sports gala. You know how clubs will put on a gala to raise money for the club.
Mm.
So they're doing that, and this whole hoo-ha between who sits at what table, and one of the things that was said by this guy's cousin. So my other friends sit on the table as well, and the idea I think was the guy in question was saying, "Oh, am I on your table?" And the guy's cousin was like, "Well, yeah, you can be. That makes 10, and that's our table full." And then my friend was like, "Well, I want to bring my partner." And the cousin was like, I don't think so because we don't want to have a table of 11. And then it turns out you could have a table of 11, so that was a lie. And then it's like, why can't I bring my partner? And it was then a case of, because my sisters are going to be at this table, I don't think it's fair that your relationship is forced on them. So when you hear that, as idiotic as that is anyway, in your head you think, what age would you think the sisters are?
I said like 5 or 6. Or
Yeah,
something.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. These bitches are like 20 odd. So whatever. So it turns out the whole thing is a family related mess. But essentially, then my other friend who's at the table said, well, what if I wanted to bring a plus one? Because he's also gay. What if I want to bring a plus one? Would that be an issue? And apparently it wasn't, because it's not in the family. So my friend, and I thought this was so nice, he said, I don't think I should sit at the table either. And he said, I'm going to sit with the other people, the gay couple. And I thought that was so cute. But anyway, the guy who's in the relationship has other gay cousins. And I was trying to understand what it is about this situation that causes so much grief within the family. And I'm struggling to tell the story because I don't want to say any personal details. But essentially, the annoyance I have from it is this guy's mother said that they're not as angry at the other gay cousins because they have the decency to not be in a relationship. And that to me is just one of the most heartbreaking things. So if my mum had said that to me, I would be like, Mum, our relationship's over.
100%.
I know. But my annoyance as well is, so I was relaying this back to my mum because my mum's met the people, and I was annoyed at my mum that my mum wasn't outraged. She seemed to think, well, that's not my business, so shouldn't have an opinion. And it's things like that which, essentially, if my mum had said that to somebody else, I would like to think people were calling her out on her shit.
Mm.
And I don't mean that from a family. I mean, like, we live in a world now where we need to be being more vocal with people like that. I'm shocked that, like, I was so angry at my mum for not having a better response than just, oh, okay. I'm like, Mum, what if that had been me? Like,
I don't know. I don't think that's right to be angry at your mum for that.
no, I'm not. I didn't fall out with my mum.
No,
I just was like, I would expect you to be a bit more outraged than just. But it's a very Irish thing to not talk about things.
I wouldn't imagine that if someone said that to my mum, for example. I feel like my mum would be like, that's their business, like, not mine.
I don't think it's no.
And that's like most issues in the world, though, isn't it? Like, because those that aren't we talk about all the time, those that aren't in the actual groups or feel the effect of it are actually the ones that have the most influence in a way, because it doesn't affect them, yet they're still, fighting or outraged for certain, for other demographics, for example. So it'd be good if your mum was a bit like, yeah, it's ridiculous, even though she's not in their situation, to show that she's outraged. But then also, it's easy to not be.
But my mum is in that group because she's got a gay son, so she should be understanding the fact that what somebody else with a gay son is saying is massively inappropriate.
Like we said, though, I would like if my mum said that, like I would like literally never go and visit. Never.
Yeah,
I would never go. I wouldn't talk.
Without again giving too much, I think there is ongoing like.
But I wouldn't want to sit at the table with them either.
No, of course not. No. And I think they sent me a picture of them going off, and they all looked very happy. But my point is, we need to get into a place where people are calling out people on their shit, because my heart broke, and it's so horrible for the guy, and also horrible for the partner.
Mm-hmm.
And I was upset. Like, I was genuinely infuriated.
I think it takes a special type of person to like still hold on to that, even though like your child has come out to you. Years later, to be like, because then don't even include them in your life, really. If you're going to be like that to your child and don't approve of them, you may as well just cut them out of your life as well, to be honest. Instead of having this half-assed relationship. Where you don't support your own family.
Well, that with me and my coming out story, my mum was like that with me when I first came out. She wasn't. She's like, "Oh, just come home and not be gay," and I was like, "Mum, that doesn't work like that. I'll just not come home." And she goes, "But you have to come home." I'm like, "No, I don't have to, Mum. I live away from you. I live in a different country, so I don't have to come home. I'm self sufficient over here. If you want me home, you have to accept me who I am." And we didn't speak for ages, but um, I just anyway. And it's not the thing is it's not even my story to say, and probably should have asked permission to talk about it. But hopefully, I've not given away any details that um anyone who listens will understand. But I've just infuriated me. And my point, that's the type of place we live in Northern Ireland, where people are going around openly saying this type of stuff casually, and people think it's okay. It just infuriates me. I get so angry, and that's all I want to talk about.
Yeah. No, it's horrible if your own mum thinks that. I think. Um, I don't know how I'd feel if my mum, if she was like a friend, or if she was in that situation. I might ask her and see what she says, because she's very different nowadays.
But that's all I wanted to talk about. It's a bit glum, but I was so angry.
Okay. Well, I'll go on to my one then. So on Good Morning Britain recently, they always have like people, they always have one person for and one person against sort of thing. And it was like in Oxford University, the Students' Union, they have banned clapping, and instead use like waving hands, which is sign language.
Thanks for demonstrating what clapping is.
You can do like the Paula Abdul.
Nicole Kidman.
Is that what she does?
Says that she did it at the Oscars. She didn't want her jewelry that she had hired to. So she clapped like that.
I hate those people that like just clap so loud unnecessarily. If you've done it, they're like everywhere, and I'm like, why are you clapping so loud? Like just fuck off! Like it's
our listeners like listening right now, going to bed, like, oh, listen, before I go off to sleep. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. But they banned clapping, and they said use British Sign Language, which is like this, like a jazz hand type thing, because for some people it can cause anxiety, and maybe people autistic and stuff like that might have like a sensory overload. And Manchester University Student Union had done this last year, and Oxford University is the latest one to do it. And I wanted to know, and what are your thoughts? Should we ban clapping?
No. Absolutely not. So, ban clapping. There's nothing wrong with good old clap.
It is weird, because yeah.
Have you got the clap?
What is the clap?
I think it's chlamydia.
What? As per my results on Friday, I do not.
Yay!
Oh god, I did have a little scare. Someone told me, and I was like, but no, fine.
Oh. I thought I had gonorrhea.
Recently?
In my throat.
Oh yeah, you said.
But then I got that clear.
Good.
It was just a sore throat.
Just bruised, heavily bruised
from the salads.
All the salads that you eat.
Wow.
Well, how else the fuck you get it in your throat?
Salad.
Okay. Unwashed salads. Always wash your salads before you toss them.
Yeah, the cucumbers can be brutal.
Yeah, well, because there was a woman on there, and she was, and she's like, well, the thing is, there are a group of people that might be affected by clapping, but it's so ingrained. Imagine going to like a show and then not being able to clap and just being like,
yeah, but then how would blind people know that they've done a good job?
Well, that's what they're saying as well. So if blind people are listening to a show and then they don't clap, because like in opera, for example, people tend to clap during the show for their appreciation, like in the middle of it as well, and and it's sound based and stuff, and they said, well, they can think of ways that will suit different people, but what they want is people to be a little bit more responsive to those that might suffer. But it's quite a small group of people that seem to be. I don't think anyone was against clapping.
I didn't think it until
No,
right
I was
now.
like, oh, that's a new one for me. And I'm always like quite up for like, I feel like, especially even out of us two, quite for tolerance or like, like,
Yeah, you're a bit more freewheeling than I am.
yeah, for sure. But even this, I'm just a bit like, it's a bit much.
It's mad.
It does seem a bit much, especially because it's so ingrained in society. But then it is also a force because I typed in clapping on the internet, and then it was like the origin of clapping, and I was like, well, that is so interesting.
Well, what's the origin of clapping?
Well, people used to. This was mostly in Paris. They were saying,
Oh,
but it used to
Paris.
be a way that people used to signify that they were aroused.
Ooh.
So yeah, before it used to be like audiences and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's how it kind of generated, and then it became like a thing that people did to in groups because they wanted to show their appreciation, but they didn't want to do it.
So in my head, I have like you've got somebody around at the house and they're in the bed and you've gone to the bathroom to get changed and you're like, I'm coming in.
That's what I was like, yeah. You just get naked and you're like,
and it's kind of a case of like the more turned on you on, the louder it is, or the quicker. That sounds like something else, to be fair.
Yeah.
Balls hitting off
your throat. There's salads hitting your lip.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
And then it became like a thing that, you do it for like audiences and stuff. And it is weird because now it's like in society, like if you don't clap, it's almost quite rude, isn't it?
Did you clap at the end of the play the other day?
I do it because other people do, but it's like I wouldn't have done it. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm not clapping if I don't like something. Even though everyone forces you to do it.
I clapped because I thought it was a good play. But you're telling me that you fell in and decided to...
If I'm not really into it, I'll do something like clap with my knee on my chest just because I want to show I'm really not that interested.
Yeah.
And I always do like 3 claps and then no more. Well, everyone's like clapping loads. I'm like, no, I'm not clapping, I'm not into it.
I was about to take my knickers off and film on the stage and...
You could have been in the play. You literally could have been in the play.
Everybody else had their trousers off
exactly.
as well, I guess.
Yeah. And it was more that the woman was just saying like, we want to start understanding more, be more tolerant with people. But then there's an article on the BBC of someone who's autistic and says they get a little bit of sensory overload when it comes to clapping in audiences and things like that. But she doesn't even believe that they need to ban clapping. It's just that you need to make people more aware about anxiety and awareness of autism as opposed to banning something that's...
Yeah, you can't, there's always going to be a group of things that upset... There's always going to be something that upsets a certain group of people.
Yeah.
Or that not upsets, but something as a reaction to. You can't just go around banning everything.
No.
We'd just be literally not able to do anything anymore.
Well, see, these are when the statements I'm like, this is when we start sounding a bit like,
But you have to draw...
straight white male or something about something like, oh, we can't say anything then.
No,
but it's really hard for me to think about clapping as like, is it that bad?
But that's how we live these days. You can't literally do anything right for doing wrong.
Straight white male.
Amen. That's why this year I said I was going back to...
You did, yeah.
Getting the axe wind.
Oh, gross. Hey, no more gonorrhea in the throat.
I don't have gonorrhea throat. Yeah, well, no, don't climb back. Don't ban clapping.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit ridiculous. But, we do need to raise awareness for autism and stuff. I guess. Yeah. That's what I want to say, really.
Oh.
Yeah. I do have an agony ash though.
Yeah, should we go into it?
Yeah. And it's people that's quite close to our hearts, so it's quite interesting.
Oh. Somebody I know?
Yeah, and I'll tell you after anyway. But yeah. So it said, if your boyfriend bought a £2,000 bed while you were on holiday, and then you say you don't want to pay for it, are you wrong?
Right. You go on holiday and your boyfriend, you come back and there's a £2,000 bed in your bedroom.
He said he was trying to get it delivered and set it up to surprise me while I was away. I just found out because a calendar invite came up saying bed being delivered. So I bought a bed without me checking, and then expects me to pay £50 a month towards it. How would you react?
Well, two things. One, were you guys due to get a new bed anyway? Did you just need a new bed?
You think that really goes into it?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have to buy a new bed, then you need a new bed.
Okay.
And then I would be like, okay, if it was me, because my ex spent my money. Do I remember that story? He'd spent my money.
I don't think I remember.
He wanted to book a hotel room, and he booked a hotel room, and we were going to see some comedian, and it's like a 20-minute drive up the road from where I live. And he's like, oh, so I was like, yeah, we'll go see the comedian. And the next thing I know, he's like, oh, can you give me £250 for the hotel room? And I'm like, what hotel room? He's like, oh, I thought we'd make a night of it. I'm like, well, you thought, then you don't spend my money.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. No, don't spend my money. In this scenario, it's slightly different. Bed's an essential. And I would say if you were in the need for a new bed, first of all, if he's bought the bed now for £2,000, that's his responsibility to pay off. You shouldn't have to pay anything. What I would do in this scenario is I would say, right, I think £2,000 is too much for a bed. I would pay X amount, and I will give you half of X amount because that's how much I would pay for a bed.
You think? Oh, that's difficult.
Well, so if I kind of I don't know the money situation. If I can afford to give £1,000 for half a bed that I didn't want to buy, then no.
Mm. Well, yeah, because
plus a bed is a big purchase. I thought you said the name there.
No.
Oh, a bed is a big purchase. Like I need to be comfortable with the bed, literally comfortable as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't like somebody sneaking up and buying me a bed. I want to go sit in the bed in the shop. I want to roll around.
Because beds are really important. How you like them,
you spend a third of your life in bed. You should do if you're not.
Doesn't have to be your bed though.
No.
You've had it. Well, the mattress. What?
No. What?
Are you pointing at me?
Nothing.
I am a very good host.
Your bed's broken.
I know, but I need to get it. Oh, God, honestly, I was talking to someone today as well, and he's a big fella. And I was like, go and break my bed.
Yeah.
The one that was supposed to come around in the end.
Oh, you didn't come around today?
No.
Oh.
It's alright. I was fine with it.
Because your bed wasn't fixed.
No, he said he had IBS yesterday. I was like, bitch, stay away from me.
Oh, you don't want that mess. You don't have plastic sheets.
Well, the mattress, he said the mattress is £1,300, and I was like,
oh.
Yeah. No, I think if I was away, because if I was away on holiday for 6 weeks, money situations then might be relatively tough because you plan this big trip. And then to come home.
Can I see who it is?
Yeah. If I came home and there was a new bed as a surprise, I'd be like, oh, thank you, that's amazing, so nice of you. If you said, oh, hey, I bought us a new bed for £2,000, you owe me £1,000, I'd be like, hold on one second. You can't buy a bed for £2,000 and then expect me to pay for it without me having even seen it. I don't know what discussion would happen before about whether the bed was needed or not.
Yeah.
To be honest. But, yeah, I think in a relationship, a £2,000 purchase is not a surprise.
No.
Unless
that's a lot of
gift.
money.
Yeah.
That's more. It's about 10 times more than I spent on my car.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it will last you if you need a bed. But if you do need it, you still need to talk about it because the price ranges so much. Like you can spend £1,000, £2,000, £5,000.
Yeah, it's not a surprise if you surprise sprung that bed on that person. You're paying for that bed.
If it's a gift, it's a gift.
No. But I would say if the conversation was that we didn't need a bed, I'd be like, here's a bed in my budget, and I'll pay half of that. That's
the thing. So I know they've both got differing attitudes towards money. Like the one who's saying they don't want to pay is very tight in general, right? Like,
well, now you know who it is.
Yeah, overly tight, like mad, like still lives like a student.
Yeah.
Which is good in some respects. Like I spend money. I went on a splurge 2 days ago on Groupon, and I just bought £70 worth of makeup. I was like, I want to practice makeup.
And the guy who spent the money in the bed is the hot one in the relationship. So my persuasion's nice. I was like, fuck, pay for the money.
Yeah. No, so it's true. I wouldn't want £1,000 of my money being spent without me knowing.
No, it's a lot.
That's not a surprise.
No, it's not.
At all.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Does he listen?
He does.
Oh.
So he called me.
Oh.
So I have to call him.
Oh. Is he going to be live in the...
We have a special guest.
Don't say fucker bugger.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah. No, it is. It's.
I'd be pissed if someone spent £1,000 of my money without me telling me.
But that person's smart. He should have known that.
I'd be interested to see if there were loads of conversations before, because one of them's quite good at editing out information. Everyone is, really. You know, when you want to fight your own argument or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so I'd be interested to know whether there was a conversation before this was bought.
Don't know what that was.
Anyway, I think that's it for this week.
No, it's not, because we have an Apple review.
Hey!
And this comes all the way from New Zealand.
God, they're so good to us.
They are really good to us. Fun and thoughtful. 5 stars.
5 stars means shit. I got 4 stars from AfterGlow. No, joking.
But ours is legit.
Ours are great.
Ours are legit 5 stars. Thank you very much. And this is from a David R9528 from New Zealand on Apple Podcasts, where he says, "Great podcast, fun and enjoyable, yet deep in parts. Great to listen to. That diluting juice thing is definitely made up though." Now listen, thank you so much. I had so many messages about this diluting juice.
I didn't have so many. I had a couple.
I had loads, like 2. And it's definitely a thing. Now, just because it's not a thing you say doesn't mean it's not a thing.
But this is where it gets ridiculous, because you said it's in Ireland and also in Scotland, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Drunk Nicola.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With the hot friend.
Yeah, they didn't come yesterday.
They didn't come yesterday.
No, they didn't come yesterday. I'll ask you where she was.
What a bitch.
Well, they went to the 2 Brewers.
Oh.
We should have went there. She said, yeah. I was like, "Do you say diluting juice?" And she said, "Of course you do. What the fuck do you call it?" And I was like, "Fine." But she said they also call Coca-Cola or any fizzy drink ginger.
Oh no, that's weird.
So if she thinks that's right, then diluting juice is also wrong.
No.
See, thank you.
No, it's different.
How is it
Because
different?
I call fizzy just pop.
Fizzy juice.
Or fizzy, I call it pop. Can I get a can of pop?
People do say that. That's fine.
But diluting, can I get some diluting?
Diluting. You're like diluting.
Diluting.
It's too long.
What flavour? Do you want orange or blackcurrant?
I bought Ribena diluting today.
Diluting.
Yeah, and I always have it sparkling water.
I said something last night, and Drew said I should say to you. We're talking about. So I was talking about being in Croydon, and I go brap.
And she said it to me.
Yeah.
Why?
He says that's not how you say brap, and I'm like brap.
What? Like brap?
Yeah. He says you should roll the R. And
yeah.
I'm like, he says Matt will hound you for that, and he says it's racist. I'm like, it's not racist. Say brap.
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 I have a chicken brap, please.
Brap.
Burp. You go and burp.
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 Brap.
Brap.
Yeah. I sent. I didn't. I posted. There's a video on Facebook that I tagged one of my friends in. And it's like when your car starts and this guy rapping, and he's like, brap, 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 like that's his rap. And then I was like, oh, it's really bad.
It's nasty.
Yeah, it's funny.
Aggressive. But thanks for the lovely review, the 5 stars. That's very kind.
Thank you so much.
All the way from New Zealand.
That's madness.
It's the other side of the world.
I know. I've never been.
No, we went to Australia, which isn't New Zealand.
Yeah,
but it's close.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. Guys, honestly, it's so easy to leave a review. You just go onto your little podcast app on Apple and you click that write a review button. It's right there, and you just say 5 stars, and then you say, "Great little podcast. Ash is really hot. Matt's not." Or you could say something
You said I looked really cute yesterday.
You did look cute yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice t-shirt. So did my housemate.
You had one of our listeners come and chat to you as well.
Yeah. And tell me my entire life, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, how do you know which primary school I went to?
How do you know my blood type?
I don't know my blood type.
You did look cute yesterday.
Cheers. Still went home alone.
Oh, so was I.
Still stayed at home in bed alone.
Oh.
Have a lovely week, Ashley.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks, Matt.
Bye.
Bye.